Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchurch, and this is your outlook for February 25th, 2015. We're going to start off with this afternoon here and take a look. Actually, this is this morning here, showing a few snow showers or flurries. They're going to be possible across our far northern areas here. We did leave this in the forecast here for our My Pocket Meteorologist text alert customers that are up here for the daily forecasts, and with just a stray flurry or two here in the morning, generally before noon, and that moves out. There's going to be an association with this cold front. It's hard to see here, but there is a cold front that's extended with this area of low pressure here moving away. So the areas ahead of this here are actually going to have a little bit of warming out ahead of it. Now, I won't call it really warm here, but you could have temperatures that are going to be up near freezing or into the low 30s. Which would be much improved from what it was yesterday and the day before. So definitely feel a little bit warmer here, even though the temperatures aren't going to be too terribly warm. Normal highs for this time of year, again, are in the low to mid 40s, so we're still well below normal. Then this frontal boundary will move through and knock temperatures back down again as we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going to get a little bit further here in time. And I do want to show you this system here moving off the southeastern U.S. coastline. Now, we're going to have to pay attention to this just because when it's down in the Gulf of Mexico, the stronger it gets down in that area will determine exactly the track that this thing takes. Right now, it's rendered as a very weak system. It's being taken far off the Carolina coastline and really just heads out in this direction here and stays far away from land here. You can see, though, that some of the models are trying to play with areas here further south. And this has been a trend of the last couple model cycles where the actually started yesterday already, where it just keeps creeping this thing a little bit further northwest. It doesn't really take much of a shift here. If this is a stronger low in the Gulf of Mexico, it will, in fact, be pulled northwest. We won't know that yet. We'll have to see what, look at water vapor and see some radar imagery and things like that as we get into the day, or actually earlier today and into the afternoon model runs and see what they do. But if it is in fact stronger along the Gulf Coast, it will come a little bit further northwest. But we can't forecast that yet based on these little insignificant shifts here in these trends. The areas that are going to be under the gun for snow, for accumulating snow, will be probably coastal areas of southern New Jersey and at least the southern half of Delaware. So this area right here that I'm circling are the areas most likely to get accumulating snow that could give an inch or two, maybe even 3 in some spots here in southern Delaware, southeast, closer to the beaches like Rehoboth Beach and places like that. Could definitely get up to 2-3 inches of snow out of it before this thing moves away. Not a big deal for the rest of our coverage area, though. Could be a stray flurry or snow shower here in the morning, but that's how we're looking at. I'm going to go over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar just to give you an idea what we're looking at here. Here's looking at Wednesday evening. Actually, we're going to go a little bit further in time from this. You can see the precipitation moving up here across Delaware. You can see the greens on there. That's actually a model algorithm problem. It is actually well below freezing at this point. So this would be falling in the form of snow, not rain, as indicated by that green there. So this should be blue. But that would be snow here in southern Delaware. Same thing here in the next image at 4 a.m. Here's 5 a.m. And now getting to southern New Jersey. Again, the green is not green. It's actually snow. So this should all be the blue here, but anywhere here in southern New Jersey has to be under the gun here. Might even get as far north as central New Jersey, but it looks like it stays out of Pennsylvania for the most part. And here's your areas that will be under the threat for accumulating snowfall. Generally, further northwest you go, closer to Philadelphia, will be the coating inch areas here, maybe 1 to 3, southern half of Delaware, especially toward the coastlines of southern New Jersey, toward the coast, and also down to, like I said, the beach areas here of Delaware would be under the gun for some light accumulating snow. And again, that would be early, very early Thursday morning or late overnight, Wednesday night, tonight into early Thursday morning. Not a big deal overall, but you will have some snow to contend with nonetheless, and this should be out of here. Everything's out of here by mid to late morning here on Thursday everywhere. Maybe a few isolated snow showers up to the northwest, not amounting to anything. Going back to the globals here, as you see, the system's going to now pull away to our northeast here. Friday and Saturday, again, are going to be dry days. We're going to have high pressure moving in from the west here for both Friday and especially here on Saturday. It's going to be sitting right over top of us. Very strong high pressure. One of those days that it'd be very hard to find a cloud in the sky, it looks like here for your day on Saturday. So bright sunny skies here on Saturday. Again, still remaining seasonably chilly both days. And then we're going to have an increase in clouds, we think, here on Sunday. And then as we get into Sunday overnight, it's called like late evening overnight here is probably the best judgment of timing right now. We're going to have a frontal boundary move through here and waves of energy that are going to be rotating right along the baroclinic zone, which is basically the frontal boundary. It's going to situate itself somewhere just to the south of it. It's going to come through and kind of sit here and stall here for a while. And you're going to have these little waves of low pressure that are going to move along that boundary. A series of them that are just going to keep moving through here one at a time here. It looks like your first shot's going to be here Sunday night into early Monday with a chance for some snow showers up in this area here. Not a big deal. You see these are lighter blue, so we're not talking about heavy snow or anything like that, but we are talking about some overrunning precipitation. And then if you look at Monday here, we do high pressure attempts to build in here, so we do clear out. Maybe an early snow shower giving way to partly sunny skies. Not as warm as some of these the model guidance was indicating a couple days ago. Everybody's expecting this big warm up this weekend. That's not happening. So same thing holds true for Monday. I saw some guidance that we were looking at tonight that actually looked like we're going to get in the mid to upper 40s on Monday, and that we disagree with that, especially with the high pressure sitting right over top of us like this. That's going to be hard to come by. And then we get a little bit further here. And we get into Tuesday. Again, model disagreement with this one, but there could be another system trying to move in here. And we might have another situation here where we're dealing with something we had last Saturday where the models are trying to make it a snow going into rain type deal. But as time goes on, it may actually end up being a little bit further east here like this, rendering it a colder system but weaker with the amount of quantitative precipitation involved. So a lot of different situations, solutions on the table for next week. We're now getting ahead of ourselves. This is now Tuesday, and of course a lot of things are going to change between now and then. We got a long time to go yet. Let's just focus here first on this Thursday system, and we'll get into this nonsense as we get into late week. Either way, it looks like a big mess we're going to be dealing with to start the work week next week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is your outlook for February 25th, 2015. Have a great Wednesday.